Hello everybody, this is Toydude22, and today we are looking at this guy. Yeah, we're looking at the Sonokong version of Takara's Brave King of Braves, GaoGaiGar. Okay, to start off, here's Galleon. Pretty nice. Very shiny in the head region. Overall pretty nice. He has some stickers on him, but they can pre-applied. That's a sticker and that's a sticker. And that's all that are on this guy. Pretty nice. Here's a 360 on him. And for posability for this guy, you can rotate this 360. You can bend the elbow this far, that far. It ratchets every 45 degrees. Same with the shoulder. And this part can go up to reveal a fist, which is used for the combination later. These back legs can go down that far and up that far without hitting this. His knees can go down that far and up that far, ratcheting every 45 degrees. And this one ratchets just a lot. I'm not sure how many degrees. It also rotates here. Rotates here, and same on the other side. This part can go up, and he rotates here at the waist, and his mouth can open and close. But it's very tight. It's gotten a little bit looser since I've messed around with him more, but it's still pretty darn tight. But this guy just doesn't stay as a lion, as if you've seen the show, you know. He turns into a robot. To do that, you flip that down, fold his head fully up, rotate it all the way around, and it also ratchets every 45 degrees. Rotate it all the way around. Come back here, lift up this skirt armor, actually rotate his waist around, then flip up the skirt armor, fold his tail away, and fold these two panels up against the back like that. Then fold these down, flip the feet down, take these, and they are slightly ratcheted forward. Take them, ratchet them back. Same on the other side, like so. Stand him up, tilt the camera up, refocus. Fold the back of the arms out, rotate them down, put that down, fold his claws up. Same on the other side. And then come up here, and you'll see his head's right there. You push this little panel right here, slightly up. Then it should click into place, like so. And there you have GaiGar. He retains all the same posability as Galleon did, as well as gaining some more. His arms can go out, 360, bend every 45 degrees. His head can do a 360, no up and down movement, sadly. The mouth can still open. His legs go forward that far, go back, same distance, you just have to move the flap out of the way. His knees now bend. He has articulation above the knee, and he has foot articulation, so you can ratchet it forward, ratchet it that way. And his toes are actually articulated also, because of combination. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and his legs can also go out that far, so he can do like this awesome kick, which is pretty nice. And that's it for GaiGar. So let's move on to the next member of the 3G team. Next up, we have Liner Gao. Now, this doesn't do much. It rolls. That's about it. It has some sticker detailing on the side, which may peel up. It kind of peels up occasionally on mine, but it's all in what you buy. On this side, it's just covered in screws. And you can see the hinge more obviously. And this is it. This is all this guy does. So let's move on to the next one. Next up in the set, we have Drill Gao. Now this one is pretty nice. Pretty hefty. I don't think there's any die cast in these figures, sadly. But he's pretty nice. He has these huge chrome drills on the front, which do spin, which is nice. And he's continuing with the Japanese tradition. He is a drill tank. which they almost always have to have in some type of show. It's pretty nice all around. You spin him around. There's a back view. He kind of has some holes in the back of him, but that'll be used later. Keep spinning him to tank treads. He rolls on the wheels that are right next to a tank treads. And overall, he's pretty nice. Now, in terms of things he can do, he can combine with GaiGar. To prepare GaiGar for this, the first thing you do is just simply, I like to move his arm straight and then kind of fold him out, and then you'll be ready for him. And then you take Stealth Gao. You rip him in half, take these pieces right here, fold them all the way forward, and they ratchet every 90 degrees, which is nice. Take this, come over here to this side, and there's a slightly different colored panel. Pop it open. Then you take this, and there's a molded detail inside there where you can kind of see the shape of his arm, and that little peg right there will peg into the hole right there on GaiGar. So you just simply do that, and it should line up fully. Then close it up, and then you can push his arm down like so, and voila. Do the same on the other side. Take it, place it on, match it up with the hole, which can be kind of hard. Then you just cover it up, bend it down, and voila. There you have GaiGar combined with Stealth Gao, which is pretty nice. He has now these giant drill fists, which are overall pretty darn cool. Okay, so that's it for Stealth Gao, and now let's move on to the last Gao. The last Gao is Jet Gao. Now this guy is huge. He is just pure huge. He's a stealth bomber. He's got the 3G logo right there. Got some lettering right there, which I have no clue what means. And overall nice. Has these thrusters right here. And on the back you have the turbines and such. And these are used as landing gear. If you're going to be flying him around, just fold those up. And when he lands, you just fold them down. One click. And he sits perfectly flat, or you can just leave him tucked up and have him at an angle or whatever. Because these are chrome, so they may wear down over time. And that could be bad for the overall look of the final mode. So you can just like prop something there, do something. So he also combines with GaiGar. To do that, you take GaiGar, fold his arm straight back, like that, and that's it. Then you take Jet Gao, fold him upside down like that with the turbines facing up, and take these clips right there and clip them onto these sections right here, which is pretty easy. And then voila, you have flying GaiGar, who can just fly off into battle and save the day. And sadly, you can't move his arms from this position. They're stuck. You can kind of flop them up and down if you want, and you can even combine Stealth Gao onto his arms again to make some huge combination like that. And this makes him quite back heavy, so you have to like click him 2 clicks forward if you want him to stay. But why would you want him to stay in this mode when you can perform Final Fusion? To start Final Fusion, you take GaiGar, come back here to his back, lift this up, and fold out these panels on each side and slide them down. Then you take his arms, lift them straight up, and rotate his waist around. And then you simply take his feet, fold them like this, and take his arms and flip them around to the back, revealing a giant hole through the center of his chest. Like so. And that's all you need to do for GaiGar. Then you need Stealth Gao. You flip these like this to form feet. Like so. Flip out the little heel spurs. Rip him in half. And then take these bits, pull them straight out, and fold them down. Do the same on the other side. Straight out, down. And there you have the feet. Liner Gao, you do nothing with to get him ready. And Jet Gao, you can just leave like this. So, to To start Final Fusion, you take your assembled GaiGar, take Drill Gao, and slot him in like this to give him the boots, which overall increases his height a large amount. Okay, so the next thing you do is you take Liner Gao and place him through the hole in his chest. And then you put him up, and he will stay like that. If you get him in that position, he will lock in and stay. Next, you turn him around and grab Jet Gao. You fold this piece up and take the connectors that were used when combining him with GaiGar originally, and now hook them onto these round pieces right here, which is pretty easy. Just like that. Now that that's done, you take these chrome bits, fold them down, fold them forward, while slowly rotating them up to create the new main. Then you reach inside of Liner Gao, and there are these little white bits. You fold them down without dropping him. And you fold these down like that. And then you take these thrusters and slowly slide them up off of Jet Gao. At the same time, fists emerge out of the bottom like that, and then you rotate it out and bend it forward. Do the same on this side. Slide it up. These are kind of tight on here. Fold it up, rotate it out, do that. Then you can do something with the legs, and then you simply bring down the helmet, and there you have GaoGaiGar fully combined. Now, one thing I have to say about this guy is it is very show accurate in its combination, and they engineered this thing very well to be show accurate. In the show, it does all of this exactly. The connections may be slightly different since this is a toy and the other one actually has gears, but overall it is very show accurate in the combination and the overall final look. The proportions may be slightly different from the show, but it gives off the appearance of GaoGaiGar. Now for posability, his shoulders can rotate this far until they hit the Jet Gao. And they are on an angle thanks to the fact that the Liner Gao is sideways. His arms can go that far out and ratchet every 25 degrees or so on the arm, which is quite nice. His legs, now that they're like this, can go forward this far, go back that far, and rotate at the knee. He has a little bit of toe articulation if you count that, but other than that, that is all his articulation. And his head cannot move, sadly. The only accessory he comes with is this, the dividing driver. Now he uses this to like bend space to create a circle around him for him to fight, which is pretty awesome. And in the show, this gets launched out of a catapult, and he meets it in midair and sticks his hand in here. Now that they can't just randomly shove the robot's hand in there, there's a little peg and hole. So you can basically just stick his arm out like so. You can try to replicate the show by shoving this forward slowly, and then pegging that peg into the top of his hand, and then closing the bottom panel up. Then you can just bend his arm back down, and voila, there he is holding the dividing driver, which is a pretty nice look. That is how I have him displayed. But if you really want to, you can flip his arm straight up, and thanks to the fact that he has those ratchets, you can do that and have him pointing it in the air as he is about to come down and bend space around him to create a battlefield to not destroy anything, which is also pretty cool. So overall, this guy is a great figure. He is a great addition to anyone's collection. Whether you're a fan of GaoGaiGar, Power Rangers, Transformers, whatever, this guy is just awesome. This guy is a figure to get. Show accurate, nice, overall sized well. As a size comparison, let me bring in two figures. Here is the Dragon Zord from the original Power Ranger series. And for Transformer people, there is Animated Shockwave. Now, those guys are very small compared to GaoGaiGar. And they're even scooted forward to the camera. So this guy is really awesome. He may cost you a little bit. I got mine brand new for $75, which he is well worth it. just overall nice paint apps, overall nice look, great addition to anyone's collection. So this is Toy Dude 22, signing out.